Hello guys and welcome to a brand new video. Today I'm here with Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 episode number 14 reaction. Okay, the previous episode it was the battle between Yuji and Joso, and the whole episode was dedicated to that battle, and it was really well done, really well animated. It was just crazy, like the episode before that one had the whole Nanami thing in it, and that was like phenomenal. And then we get the previous episode with Yuji battling Joso, and we get to see Choso's power, how he can compress like blood, and there was like the whole explanation as to how his power works, and how Yuji tries to counter it and defeat him. Unfortunately, by the end, he falls a little bit short, isn't able to like defeat him, but he himself gets like almost falls unconscious, and he was almost going to get killed. But then something weird happens where in the end, Joso gets some visions where he sees all his brothers and Yuji were like there, and I think like Yuji was like feeding him or something, and he was confused. I'm confused. I'm like, what the hell is this? What happened there? So I'm guessing they'll explain it in the future. I don't know what the hell happened there. So, and obviously Joe also doesn't know what the hell happened, and he got so like bewildered. He left. He didn't do anything to Yuji, and just like his head was hurting, and he just left. So I don't know what's going to happen now. Who's going to help Yuji? Or I don't know. Like if I feel like if Jogo comes in now, he's not Jogo. So if Mahito like comes across Yuji now, it'll be bad. Mahito will try to kill Yuji. So let's see what happens in this episode. So this is episode number 14. Let us begin. I'll be putting the subtitles and the timer here. Sync it to whichever is your preference. And let's begin. Right, here's the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Right. Oh yeah, the whole Mei situation. Yeah, she breaks it, and then oh my god, not another one. Wow, this is an annoying ability. Yeah. Right. Then the stone. Hmm. 3 count. Ah. Oh, interesting. Because it's a like this like the smallpox or something like curse. That's why. Oh my god, this kid is just whoa. Oh, she's been cursed. Hmm. Strongest cursed energy in the domain. Oh wow. Oh. Oh my god. Yeah, 3 seconds. I can let you become the target and buy time. Yeah. Oh my god. Okay, well, wow. I don't think she'll let him die. I don't know. Here we go. Yeah, nice. Within that small amount of time. Okay, good. Now he cannot use his thing again. Okay, so he's only inside the tomb. Oh, I see. Countering. Right. Oh my god. Oh, that's Uyu, isn't it? Yeah. Oh no, that's a. Oh, okay. That's a crow. Binding for. Oh, is that why? Yeah. Forcing a crow to come. Yeah, I was wondering, like, how can a crow do that? But wow, that's crazy. So the only one who encountered that is Gojo. And that's why she asked that question to Uyui. I see. Yeah, fluctuations. Yo, I, yeah, maybe it's strong. I don't see her winning against Geto in no way. Or, I don't know, that was just one curse that Geto used. And she was able to defeat it, but she did have a little bit of problem, you know. So, yeah, I don't see that. But let's see what happens. Hmm. Oh, this guy, this the Zenin guy. Hmm. Yeah. Wow. I love his mustache. It's just his mustache is just like a needle. What the hell? Naobito. Oh yeah, that's his name. He probably didn't. Yeah. Okay. Right. What? Hey, it's that thing! I remember him! He was floating in the. You remember? In season 1? He was floating in the water? Wait, what? He's. Okay, what the hell happened? Yeah. Yeah, I feel like this thing has. Eh! What the hell? Oh my god. Oh, he realized that Hanami's dead. What the? That was just a. Oh, that was also cursed. The hell, octopus? No, not octopus, squid, isn't it? Okay. Yeah. Wait, what? Dagon. What is it? Right. Okay. Oh, damn. Yeah, I don't think. Ah, this thing is too strong. So he can like make them into glass or something? Like what? Glass pane. Oh my god. Damn. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, what the? Yeah. Hmm. Okay. Oh, not. No, wait. Oh, okay, okay. Whoa. Damn. Okay. Right. Oh, okay. Projection sorcery. Okay. What? If they fail, the action will freeze and. Oh, that's what was happening. They were freezing. Ah. Oh, so you have to keep an or like the laws of physics in like mind as well. You cannot just try to fly away or something. Storyboarding ability and time perception. Oh wow. Fastest sorcerer. What? Oh my god, what is that? Oh, it's that place, where they're like, yeah. The beach where he was floating around in the water in season 1? Where, like Jogo, Gojo, Mahito were all just. But did I just say Jogo, Gojo? What the hell? Jogo, Mahito were like chilling. Oh, this is domain expansion. Oh. Okay, what? In the. Oh. Yeah, okay, so it counters instead of. Okay. Damn. Yeah. Uh, already got him. Don't get distracted. Oh my god. And he's just countering everything. Oh, okay, that was. Oh, infinitely. Okay, this is a problem. Oh my god. Wait, what? Wait, where did he come from? Oh, because he was in. Oh, I remember. Like, Yeah, he gave her the nunchucks that she uses. Yeah, oh, here we go. Now that Maki has her weapon. Okay. Oh, that's why. Now his dominant, yeah, putting against each other. Okay. Yeah, but then Maki's going to attack you. Oh, he just sent his fishes. Okay. Oh, that's Nanami, isn't it? I think so. Yup, there you go. That's Nanami. Oh my god, he's like bleeding and everything. Damn! Ugh, yes! God damn. Yeah, yeah. Wait, where's Noribito? I think that's. No, what was his name? That was his name, wasn't it? Oh, that. Oh my god, his arm! Well, at least he has one of them. That was crazy. What? Okay, that is ridiculous. 71 years of history. Oh boy. Yeah, if we can maintain it, exactly. What? Oh, open a hole. Ah, yeah, that is true. Yeah, but okay. But then, what will he do then? Like, they immediately they are like, "Yep, no question asked." No. Yeah. Okay. I feel like this is a very risky plan. Like, what? Wait, what? Wait, was that Doji? Wait, what happened in the end? Okay, I'm so confused. I need to go back and see that scene again. The hell happened there? Um, right. Oh. That's it. Right. Okay. You know what? First things first. I need to go back. What was that? That happened so quickly. I wasn't able to clock what the hell happened. Okay. So they're trying to go in through the hole. So and then suddenly some hand comes out of the hole, and it is the Stoji, isn't it? I think so. I'm trying to. Yeah, I think that's Stoji. Or is it? I'm not really sure. Right. I'm pretty sure that's Toji. Because we weren't properly able to get a look at his face. Like they did show his face, but he was kind of upside down, and he's like smiling like that. So I'm not really sure if that's Toji, but I think it is, because otherwise, who else would it be? Who has black hair and and who looks like that? But the weird thing is, why is he suddenly here? Like, was he like waiting for from the outside so that he can get in, or like what? Okay, you know what? Let's just stop. Next episode will give me my answers, obviously. But anyways, okay. So this episode. All right. Interestingly, this episode had quite a few sections. The first section was the whole meme. Wait, what was her name? Mei or Mai Mai? It's Mei, isn't it? Okay, I don't know what happened. For a moment, I just suddenly, I suddenly forgot her name. It's Mei, yeah, not Mai. Okay, right. So Mei, the first section we get to see Mei versus that, like that curse. Uyu also helped a little bit, and then there was the second section where we get to see the battle between this thing, this cursed womb, who came out from the cursed womb, this thing, and the three of them, Nanami, Naobito, and Maki. And then inside the domain, their battle, with finally Megumi coming in and helping them out. And then suddenly, in the end, I think that is Toji, random Toji appearance. So yeah, let's see. Okay, so overall, this episode was, yeah, it was good. We get to know a little bit of the old man, his power, and his power is kind of crazy, like he can literally make like a storyboard, and like within like a fraction of a second it's like preset, and he like follows that. But there is a weakness, as they explained, that since it's preset, you cannot change it in the middle. So while you're in the process of doing that, yeah, you cannot change your thing. And at the same time, like he also, if he touches someone, they also have to do the same thing within that fraction of a second. If they're not able to do that, they get frozen. And that was what they were like. We were seeing like sheets of glass. I thought that he was like imprisoning them within glass or something. No, that was just them being frozen because they were not able to complete the thing within that fraction of a second. That's why they were getting frozen. So yeah, like I said, his power is an interesting one, like, and as they call him, the fastest, except obviously Gojo, the fastest sorcerer. You know what is so funny? You see, like every what's his? The first part where Mei was talking about her crow, and she was like, "Oh, my crows can not be stopped by nobody except Gojo." And then here we have the whole Naobito part where he's like, they're like, the narrator is like, "Oh, he's the strongest sorcerer except Gojo," and I'm like, every single person, like Gojo's like a, like I don't know, like a, like just a, like he's so strong that he's actually not included in any of these things. Like they're like, "Oh, the strongest sorcerer is him." But yeah, Gojo's also there. Gojo's faster than him. But yeah, we don't count him because he's an exception. He's like the best in everything. So it's literally that. Like Gojo is just so all-rounded. like, strong in every way, that they literally exclude him from the rankings. Basically, they're like, oh, her crows, they cannot be stopped except by Gojo. Oh, he's the fastest one, like, fastest sorcerer. But yeah, except Gojo's also there, like, yeah, it's just Gojo is so OP and so broken that he's literally taken out of the rankings, because if he's included in the rankings, he'll be top at everything. That's literally it was so funny, when I heard the narrator say that, oh, he's the fastest except, like, like, other than Gojo, and I'm like, god damn. Like, yeah, everything, yeah, Gojo's the top. So we literally, like, kind of treat him as like a character whose abilities should be excluded. He's like an exceptional case. So that's why we don't include him in these official rankings. Kind of like that. That's actually, yeah, that's crazy. That's how strong Gojo is. My god. Okay. Now, like I said, overall this episode was interesting. We got to see a few of these whole, like, like these sections. We also get to see the current threat that we are dealing against, this octopus squid thing. And he's so strong. He's actually very strong, as we can see, like, because Nanami and like him, the old man, both of them weren't able to like do much against him. So that's how strong they are. Like, we've seen how strong Nanami is, crazy strong. He's also struggling. And yeah, I do recognize this thing. They called it, obviously this is a cursed womb. But we always saw him. I'm pretty sure that's him, isn't it? We saw him in season 1. He was always just floating in the water where Mahito and, oh, here's another thing. Now that I'm thinking about it, like, this is the same place, his domain, isn't it the same place where he used to hang out? And like Mahito and Jogo, Harami, all of them were just there, on like a beach, like a beach side. They were like just chilling and everything. And this thing used to like float around in the water. So was that his domain? Even like, like, that's what I'm trying to think. Because here we see clearly that this place is actually his domain. So when Mahito, Jogo, Hanami, and Geto, were they all chilling inside his domain in season 1? Or was that place and this place different? That's what I'm trying to think. But I'm pretty sure that's him, like that little octopus thing. I always thought, like in season 1 opening as well, they used to show him always in the end floating in the water, and I was like, what the hell, like, what is this thing? Like, we've kind of seen him a little bit in the episodes, but we don't really know what type of thing is. I was always curious, like, what that thing is. So there you go, that's this thing. We know now, like, that was a cursed womb, and now it's like it's come out of it, and it's very strong now. So yeah, right. So that was a good episode. Yeah, and in the end, that section was just shocking. Like, like, yeah, what happened in the end. I'm not really sure if that's him, if that's Toji. That's definitely Toji. Now that I'm looking at him, yeah. Like, I cannot really properly recognize him because first of all, he's upside down, and second, like Toji, like Toji has like a mark over here, like a scar mark. You cannot see that properly here. I'm trying to see if he has that. Yeah, I think he has it here. So that's why I was like, yeah, but this is definitely Toji. The hair and everything. It's Toji. But what's confusing me is like, why is he so happy? Number 1, and number 2, why did he pop out from there suddenly? So yeah, next episode will probably give the answers. Let's see. So yeah, that was this episode. All right, let me talk about this episode scene by scene, just like I usually do. Right, in the beginning, we get to see that section with Mei Mei. So here in this part, we get to see the power of this thing, the curse. So what he's doing is, first he makes a what do you call it? wooden compartment inside which he's putting the person. Like Mei was there, he put Mei inside that like that wooden compartment, put like bury it down in the ground, put a gravestone on top of it, that stone, and if you are stuck in there for 3 seconds, you're going to get cursed by, I'm guessing, I think, like as they said, like the name of the thing was smallpox. It was smallpox, wasn't it? Yeah. So with that, like the diseased curse spirit is going to curse you. If you don't get out within 3 seconds, yeah, I will succumb to the disease and die. There you go. So that's what's happening. So first is wooden compartment, like inside the ground, a gravestone, 3 seconds, it's over. That is literally what's happening. So Mei within that 3 seconds is like broke out of that whole thing, and she realized the nature of the curse, immediately grabbed Ui and went behind like one of the other gravestone, and you can see she has been affected by the curse over here. So Mei is thinking like, what should I do in this situation? So there were 2 crows over there. She takes control of one crow and tests out what is going on, and if her theory is correct, yeah, it is. The crow exactly gets like buried like that and dies. So here she comes to the she still had another crow left, that beside on top of that stone the other crow was sitting. So now after testing with the first crow, she's thinking, what should I do in this situation? The only thing I can do is like let we become the target and buy time for me to move free. So any person who's like who increases their spiritual, that whole thing that they do, that aura, he's going to target them. So if he tells Uy to do it, yeah, he'll target Uy. Within that few seconds, she will have to take, she will have to defeat him. So that's the plan. So she's like, oh, Uy, will you die for me? And he's like, oh yeah, with pleasure. It would be an honor to die for you. Now, obviously, later on we get to know that was, I think, part of her, like, okay, I'm going to read this part because I still am not 100% sure as to what she meant by that whole thing. So, okay, Uy comes out from behind one of the graves, and he says, I understand everything now, sister. Increases his spiritual power. The wooden compartment comes and traps him. Within that small amount of time when that curse was distracted, Mei comes in, cuts off both of his hand. So here we go. Here is where Uy kind of explains what happened. He says, sister said that she wanted to risk my life. For me, it's a signal of permission to use cursed techniques. Okay, new shadow style. Wait, what? Just a minute. This happens. Subtitles came and went so quickly I couldn't read it. New shadow style, simple domain. Okay, so Mei says Uy is responsible for countering the domain. I don't like to owe other people favors. That is why I take Uy with me. That's why I leave it to that kid. Now, next what she does is she uses the crow to attack the curse and defeats it. The crow comes in and just, like, yeah. So here she explains what exactly happened. What do you think is the fastest way to improve sorcerer's abilities? Okay. Right. The binding vow, for which you'd risk your life. Okay, right. Her curse technique is blackbird manipulation. The true value of the technique is bird strike. By forcing a crow to commit, I'm not bringing that word in just in case if it gets demonetized. The trade-off is to erase. Wait, what? By forcing a crow to commit, the trade-off is to erase the cursed energy limit of a typically weak animal and hurl it at the enemy. It erases the cursed energy limit of a weak animal and hurl it. Oh, I see. The only human who can block first strike is Sato. There you go. Like I said, in the discussion section in the first part, I was saying it's so funny that everything is like, oh, she's the best here. Oh, but the only one who can block this is Gojo. Oh, yeah, the old man is the fastest, but yeah, Gojo's an exception. Gojo's an exception to everything. He's so strong. Right. So okay, I think I understand. So basically, by making the bird, like go rush to its death, it takes out the limit and it's like hurls, like it's like a takes out the limit of the power, the curse power, and it hurls it into the enemy. I think something like that. Right. But then I don't understand one thing. What did Ui do in this situation? I think like she's this thing, the binding vow. What you'd risk your life. So binding vow, risking your life. Okay, I think I understand, but at the same time, there's a few parts I'm not really clear about here. Like, there's a few things I'm still unclear. Like, so wait, what happened? So she used Ui as a bait, and before they're like the monster is able to do anything to Ui, she kills the monster, not kills it, but takes out his hand. Okay, so that was the only role that Ui had to play, or was there anything else that he did? Like there was a section where she says that, oh, you is countering this technique or something. Like I'm a bit confused here. For me, it's a signal of permission to use cursor technique. Ui is responsible countering the domain. Right. Okay. I'm not really sure. Like I said, I don't understand what we did there. She said that he was countering the domain, but then okay, that one part I don't understand. Another part I'm not really sure about is that so 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 by using the bird rush to its by rushing it to its death, she was able to defeat the enemy, and that was like the binding vow. I think that's what he called it. Okay, so yeah, I vaguely understand, but there's a few sections that I'm not really sure about. Like I said, I'm not really sure about what we did over there. How did he counter it? What was he doing there? And how? Yeah, that part. But anyways, enough of that. So now Geto is outside, so they're going to fight against Geto, I'm guessing. But they don't show anything after that for them. We switch to a different scene where we get to see. Okay, wait a minute. What is his name? Is it Noribito? Naobito. There you go. Yeah, Naobito. You know what is confusing me? Wasn't Naobito also the name of that guy, the one who was responsible for the cursed wombs? That one guy who was called to be like a very ruthless sorcerer or something. I remember that. I think like they kind of explained it in one of the episodes. They said how he was like a heinous, like like a sorcerer, and he did a lot of like inhumane things. Like this guy with mustache and everything. Like, is that guy and this guy the same, or is this someone else? Like that's what I'm getting confused. Or like, wasn't his name Naobito, or am I like making a mistake here? That's what's confusing me about the name. I'm like, is this guy that guy, or is that guy someone else? Yeah, that's one thing. I think that's someone else, isn't it? Because that happened a long time ago. Yeah, I remember. So this guy's someone else, isn't he? He's probably like has the same name or something. Or no, wait, was his name Naobito or was it something else? Yeah, you know what? I'm not like I could easily like like Google it and search, but I feel like I'm going to get spoiled if I try to search anything related to these type of things in like in the internet, trying to figure out what his name was. If I try to do that, I feel like I might get spoiled. So I'm not going to do that. Anyways, so right, so here we get to see these three, Naobito, Nanami, and Maki come down, and Naobito's just like like just speaking and like just just saying stuff, and he's like, "Oh, why are you two guys here? Like I can, and he's like, "Oh, Maki, you should leave," or something like that. Yeah, you're the one who should go back, Maki. And and even Nanami says like, "Oh, like I also agree with him. Like you should probably," but Maki's like, "No, I'm not going to do that." And Maki's like, "Oh, he has been drinking and all that." So anyways, they come down and they come across this thing, the octopus thing, and he's like, "Oh, Mahito, Jogo, Hanami," like like he was like calling their names. It happened so fast. I'm like, what the hell? Naobito immediately freezes it. So he did that. He used this technique there. He freezes it and almost breaks it. But then nothing really happens. He comes out and throws out all the skeletons, and then he starts crying and wriggling in the floor. And he's like, Hanami is not here and not here anymore. No, you guys killed Hanami, and he just goes crazy, and his true form emerges. So that was a cursed womb, and this is like the unleashed version. So obviously now he's very strong. He like floods the whole place almost, and here we get to see the battle between Naobito and the thing. Naobito's just like talking about 4K video quality and 60 FPS, while this thing is like, we have a name, like, and it's like getting offended and everything. Oh boy. And Naobito's like, it's fine if it's for personal enjoyment and doesn't cause trouble for others. But nowadays, like, obviously, I feel like he was trying to tell that, yeah, you guys, doing all of this thing, it would have been fine if you guys were doing it without harming others. But nah, that's not what you're doing. So you're making other problems, creating other problems. but this thing gets offended, and he's like, freaks out. And then in the end, he's like, "Oh, we all have our names." And now it was like, "Don't you find this boring?" Yeah, and then they start squaring off. Nanami comes in, attacks him. Naobito freezes him again, and like all these things are happening. And then he puts like a water barrier around him or whatnot. And yeah. So yeah, he's like, "I'm just going to crush you before you're able to use your technique. I'm going to crush you with speed." Yeah, and you can see that he's trying to dodge, and obviously Nanami and Maki cannot keep up with him. But Naobito's keeping up with him because he's, one of the fastest. Okay, here we go. Now I'm going to read his technique because I need to properly understand it. I understand it, but I need to get a little bit clearer about it. Naobito Zennin's technique, projection sorcery. This is such an interesting technique. So basically, what he does is that divides 1 second into 24 parts. All right. He uses his own field of view as a perspective and presets actions within it for imitation. So okay, so he's just there standing, and he like presets like, oh, this is going to happen within 1 second. Breaks it into 24 parts and makes like 24 like presets. And within that 1 second, he completes all the presets. Yeah, imitates it. And that's why within 1 second, he's able to do so many things, and he's so fast. During the technique activation, the target touched by Naobito's palm, if he touches someone, must act in 1 out of 24th of a second. Yeah, if they are not able to do that, the action will freeze and they cannot move for a second. So that's what's happening. So basically he himself is presetting it and doing it, and he's touching the other and making them, obviously they're failing to do it within that amount of time, like 1 out of 24 seconds. How can someone move? So they're getting frozen, and that's why he's freezing them. That's how he's freezing them and just breaking them. So my question is, so will that person be not frozen if they're able to like do all those movement within that 1 second? I think so. And that's why I'm guessing Gojo cannot be defeated using this technique, because Gojo is as fast as him. He can easily counter his technique by imitating him. As they say here, where is that part? During the technique activation, the person touched by him must also act in 1 out of 24 of a second. Gojo can probably do that, so I'm pretty sure if he uses this technique on Gojo, it won't work, because Gojo can easily do that. Yeah, that is why. So everyone, who he touches with this technique fails to do that. That's why they get frozen. So there you go. Right, now here's the thing. Here's also another warning that the narrator gives us, that there's one rule to the technique. He cannot correct ongoing actions that have been preset. Yeah, so he's presetting it, and if he thinks that one is wrong, I shouldn't do that, he cannot do it. He's already presetted it. It has to go. So he has to be flawless with it. That's number one. Another one, if the actions he sets violate the laws of physics or trajectory, he will be unable to move. So basically, if it doesn't go according to a trajectory, or breaks the law of physics, then he'll be frozen. So you cannot just preset your movement you're moving in this direction and suddenly you fly away or something. You cannot do that. Completely breaking the laws of physics. If you try to do that, and you'll be frozen. So it's basically that. I see. Right. Okay, interesting ability. Like I said, it's a very interesting ability, and that is why he's called the fastest sorcerer except Gojo. Anyways, he tries to attack him, but then he uses his domain expansion, the curse. So they're inside his domain. It's that beach. I think it's the same beach, isn't it, where all of them used to chill, Jogo and all of them. Correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, now he's there, and you can see his technique. His technique's name is Horizon of the Captivating Skandha. And yeah, all of the everyone who's there gets hit and cut, while Naobito is basically countering it. Okay, so the technique that Naobito was using here, this technique was passed down in the big three families to fight against domains. Different from simple domain, it cannot be expanded by oneself. When the can't miss attack is activated and comes in contact with oneself, releases cursed energy in a counter attack. Okay. Interesting. So basically what they're saying is, in the domain, how you cannot dodge, or you cannot get away from an attack. That attack is definitely going to hit you, as they have explained. Yeah, that's still, I'm guessing that still exists, but what his technique is doing here, it's countering the attack. So instead of dodging, he's parrying the attack. You know what I mean? And that is why it's working. I'm guessing the domain expansion, one of the rules of the domain expansion is, within the domain, the one who's using the domain expansion, their attacks will always hit you. You won't be able to dodge. But if you parry the attack, I guess you can protect yourself like that, can't you? You're not dodging, you're parrying it. Is that what's going on here? I think that's what is going on here, because they say it releases cursed energy in a counter attack to protect oneself. So yeah, he's not dodging it, the attacks are hitting. It's just that he's parrying it, how in video games you have there's the whole dodge, roll movement, and then you have the parrying movement. like you're dodging it suddenly, and if you like don't have the time to dodge it, you parry it, that kind of thing. Like, yeah, the attack is hitting you, but you're parrying it, that's why you're not getting hit. You're protecting yourself. So that's what's happening. So yeah, I guess that would make sense. And that's what's happening. He's just standing there, and whenever those things are attacking him, he's countering it immediately, and that's how he's protecting himself. So there you go. So now he's like, okay, let me adjust my power. I'll adjust it 7 to 3. 7 for the bearded man and 3 for the suit guy. It's crazy how he doesn't even care about Maki, because she's like he thinks that she's weak. So he's like, oh, 3 for the suit guy and 7 for the bearded guy. And yeah, here Nanami gets caught up in one of the things. Maki also gets hit. Over there, Naobito is like countering everything, but then the octopus thing comes and like punches him, and yeah, then he also gets caught. And he explains Death Swarm is a Shikigami that will appear infinitely, so you cannot run from this. And he's like, oh, that girl she's not strong enough, like let me I'll take care of her later. But then Maki comes in, and Maki's like, if I'm that weak, why didn't you kill me in one strike? And then yeah, he tries to attack her, but then Megumi comes in. Okay, one thing I don't understand, how was Megumi able to how was he able to infiltrate the domain? Like I understand what happens after that. Obviously, he gives Maki the because he keeps the weapons inside his the pocket that he has. I don't know what it's called, that shadow pocket or whatever that he has. I remember in season 1 he was like keeping Maki's weapons inside there, and Maki herself said that, oh, since I'm not able to use cursed energy, I don't have that technique, so I let Megumi keep all my weapons and bring it out when I need it. So now that Megumi comes here, he chucks the nunchuck or that web, that thing to her. That I understand, but one thing I'm not 100% sure is how was he able to get in here? He came inside this domain. He was able to infiltrate it. How? Oh, I think he himself explains it, doesn't he? That there was like a hole or something. Okay, I'm going to read that part again. But anyways, Maki gets her nunchuck back. Yeah, and Maki starts fighting while over there Megumi, this thing starts targeting Megumi, but Nanami comes in and protects Megumi. Because he's keeping his domain active, and that is why it's countering with his domain, and that's why the sure hit effect of his domain is not properly working. So that is why he's like, oh, let me target Megumi first, but Nanami comes and protects him from that. And Nanami is like, don't worry, you do your domain, let me protect you. You keep doing it. That's the only way we can win here. And then we also have Naobito who comes in. One of his hands are gone, but he's still very excited to fight. He's like, yeah, you're going to pay for this 72 years worth of this hand. That's how old this hand was. You'll have to pay for this. Yeah, anyways, so Nanami here is like, oh, if you can maintain your domain, we can win. But then Megumi is like, oh no, I actually had a different plan. And the octopus thought I was fighting against his domain, but I'm actually trying to open a hole in the domain's barrier. Okay, so he says, the hole I came through has been blocked. Yeah, there you go. So he made a hole and came in, and now he's trying to go out. It's more difficult to make it from the inside. Yeah, I guess. So from the outside you can make a hole. From the inside it's more difficult. That's why he's struggling. Yeah. But I can maintain a hole of one person to pass through for a few seconds. So yeah, he's like, if you're able to get out of this domain, we'll win. That's the only thing we should think about now. Instead of just staying here, like almost killing ourselves fighting against him, let's just get out of here. And he's not Gojo, so he cannot like make another domain expansion on the same day. So yeah, if we're able to get out of this, we can win. And that was actually true, like outside the domain, Naobito was like beating him, and he was like kicking his ass. So inside this domain is problematic. That is the big thing. So yeah, Megumi is right. If we're able to get out of here, we can win actually, because we were winning before. So Nanami's like, all right, sure, like let's go with this plan. And he's like, you two both come here, and they don't ask any question. They're like, yep, they definitely have a plan, let's go. And then they quickly go there. At first the octopus was like, oh, they're trying to protect him, and then he realized, like, no, wait a minute, they're doing something else. And he realizes, and he goes and tries to stop them, but he's too late. Megumi has already made a hole, and they're all going towards the hole. In comes instead of them going out of the hole, in comes Toji. Yeah, random. It abruptly ends there. So let's see what happens in the next episode. Right, so that was this episode. This is episode number 14 of Jujutsu Kaisen season 2. And yeah, good episode. Let's see how I'm very excited to see what Megumi's going to say when he meets Toji again. And what is Toji going to do? Is he going to fight against us, or is he going to help us? That's my question. Like, obviously, like, he was our enemy up until now, obviously, like with the whole like hidden inventory arc and everything. But the situation is a bit different now, isn't it? So I'm not really sure what he'll do. Let's see. Also the fact that Megumi is there, I don't know. I'm actually getting the feeling that he might actually help us out instead of fighting against us. But I might completely be wrong. Let's see. Let's wait and see. So yeah, thanks for watching. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to press the like button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, or you haven't subscribed. Comment down below anything you want to say, anything you want to let me know. I'll check them out. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next week with another episode of Jujutsu Kaisen. Until then, goodbye and have a nice day.